Today we're about to talk about things you need to check before you go on a road trip. You need to check a couple things in your car before you go on a road trip because you don't want to be stuck on the road, man, while you go on a road trip. You need a couple things in your car before you hit the road. So let's get it. First things first, you gotta check your fluids. This is your coolant. You gotta check your radiator, see if there's some coolant in there. Make sure the car is cold, car is off, because if it's hot, this thing will explode in your face. So let's check that. That's a good level. So that's good. Make sure you check that. You need some coolant, man, because that engine will get hot on the road. And it needs to cool down. It cools down the engine, so make sure you have some of that. And let's check your reservoir. Make sure you look at where the line is for max. The max line is right here. That's the max. That's where you should feel it. Now, let's check your brake fluid. On these cars, brake fluid is right here. Okay, it's brake fluid. A little low on that. Nah, it's good. That should be okay. It's a good amount. You see the max is right here and minimum is right here. This is the sensor, so if it's low, it's the sensor. It will turn on in your car. That's another one. Let's check the power steering fluid. Let's check that. It's the power steering fluid right here. This is the max when it's cold up here. This is good right here. And you see when it's cold, it's down there. When it's cold, down there when it's cold, when it says minimum right here, cold. If it's down there while the car is cold, you should add some to the max right here. All right. And when the car is hot, it should be right here. And your washer fluids, check your washer fluid because you never know. You might need some food in there. These I usually fill all the way till it's filled up all the way here, so I know it's full. But you can't see where the max is in here, so that's why I always fill it all the way up here till it's filled. Also, I'll get an oil change, start fresh, the road trip, like that. That right here. Yeah, I'll get oil change. Get a fresh oil change so you're ready to go. Let's check your air filters. You need an air filter because if these are dirty, you get bad gas mileage. This is fresh, as you see. It's fresh. So if it's dirty, I would change it. Go to your nearest part store. It's like, you know, a couple bucks. This one has two of them. This one is clean. So both of those are clean. Next, also check your wipers. You don't want it to rain and your wipers don't wipe right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have the blades good. Ain't ripping off. You don't want the blade rubber to rip off. Make sure it's all good, both of them. This one has a back one. Check the back one. You need the back one. Make sure it's good. Good to go. All right, it's good. Check your tire pressures. It's supposed to be a certain amount in here. You'll find that on the door. When you open the door, right here somewhere, you will see how much is supposed to be in there. Right here, it's 33. I usually put 35 though. In the rear, 33. I put 35. It's not that bad. And your spare should have 60 in it. You definitely need a spare. That's the next one. Your spare. It's under here. Make sure that has 60 PSI in it, because know, God forbid you get a flat tire and you need a spare. You need that to have some air in it. Also, you should carry an air compressor, a little air compressor. Not that expensive. Just something that could fill the tire while you're on the side of the road. You could just fill it up, put it in the trunk, put some fluid, you know, some brake fluid, some you definitely need some coolant. I'll grab some coolant, power steering fluid. You could bring washer fluid. You could bring all that. You could just put it in the basket. That's what I would do. But yeah. Next. Also, don't forget there's a cabin filter for your, you know, your AC. You know, when it blows through your vents. There's a filter. It's called the cabin filter. In this car, it's in there. Most of these cabin filters are behind this glove box, so you have to drop this glove box down. Sometimes you'll be behind here, but this one you have to take the screws off and drop it and put in your cabin air filter. I'm not gonna do all that, so just letting you know. It should be behind the glove box. Some cars has it, some don't, but yeah. Also, your tires, you need good thread on your tires. If you have this thread, this is good. This is good to go. You could go on a trip. This is like brand new right here. I just got these fresh. You don't want to go on a road trip with these tires. You see this? If you're talking about going to Florida with these tires, Pennsylvania, even closer. If you go to Pennsylvania with these tires, oh man, you gotta pray these tires do not pop. You gotta pray. Look at this, dry rotted. Dry rot. No type of meat on it. Look, shit bald. If it rains, there's no traction with these tires. You see that? No traction. So, get your tires. Get some new tires. Also, you need a good alignment after you do your tires. If you get all new tires, definitely get alignment, because you don't want to go down a road going straight and your wheel is like this. No, you don't want that. That's mean your tires gonna get worn out quick, because your tires are like this. Both tires are like, you think it's going straight, but it's not going straight. But go get alignment, make sure it's straight when you drive. It goes straight, and yeah, make sure you check your brakes. You need brakes to stop. If your brakes is low, make sure you get them done. You don't want the brakes to fail while you're driving, so make sure you check them brakes. All them brakes all around. Yeah, you don't want them brakes to fail. See, these are like, you know, these are like half. Yeah, those are good, but I would change them. Start fresh. Also, I'll check your inspection, your registration, make sure they're up to date. You don't want to be in another state or wherever you're going and they see that shit is expired. That would be embarrassing. So if I were you, I would check up on that, you know. And that was the couple things you need to check before you go on your road trip. I would check all the lights, see if all the lights work, because you don't want to be in another state and get a ticket because for some lights, you don't want a ticket for that. That's stupid. So I'll check them lights, see if they work, and all that. If I helped you out, give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. I got more coming, man. I got more coming.